Hi, everyone. Poetry is a really neat form of writing. It really is. Now, I know some of you kind of go, oh, no, please. I know many of you struggle with writing, period. You have a piece of paper, you have a pen, pencil, and you rather stare at a wall because you're saying, okay, what do I write now? Well, in the case of poetry, what you really want to focus on is just expressing yourself. Now, what I mean by that is this. You want to write words that cause people to think a little bit, to imagine. It goes back to the word imagery. There you go, this word here. I-M-A-G-E-R-Y. Creating an image or picture in a person's mind. Creating an image or a picture in a person's mind. In other words, whenever you read something or they read it, something comes to their head and they go, oh, I can see it in my mind right now. It's an image. Kind of like using phrases like the water rushed by the brooks, or maybe the sound of the wind was tinkling through the trees. I know tinkling probably doesn't make sense, but I just threw it in there. The point I'm trying to make is you're using words because you want people to see something that they are not seeing directly. You want to create a picture in their mind. And so that's really not so hard, especially if you know what your subject is going to be. Well, let's say it's about a relationship. Let's say there is a person you know that's not talking to you for whatever reason. You don't know why, but they're not talking to you. At church, at school, work, whatever. And you're going, what is going on here? Well, they won't talk to you, but maybe you can write something down to help you process it all. And when you do that, it gives you a chance to clear your mind and clear your heart. Now, let me give you an example. I'm going to read to you what I've written about having a difficulty with a relationship. My desire is to be with them, to hear them speak, to know their thoughts, and to hear their heart. What can I do, my soul? What can I do? Only time can tell. Only time can tell. Now, I think I expressed myself well in a small amount of frustration and a small amount of wonder about what's going on. Let me point this out. Let me show it to you real quick. There you go. You can see what I've written. Now, what's interesting about it is this. The words I use make a big difference. The words, my desire. My desire tells you that something inside me says, I really want this to happen. I really want to figure this thing out. My desire. It's not just a passing thought. It's something deep down inside me. My desire. Those are key words. How about to speak with them, to hear them speak? To hear them speak. I want to hear their voice. I want to hear them talk. I want to hear them again. That is what I'm trying to communicate with just those three words. How about this? To know their thoughts and to know their heart. To know their thoughts and to know their heart. See, suddenly this is not just about saying, hey, hi, how you doing? How's it going? Hope you're having a good day. This is about a little deeper. It's about, hey, you and I are friends. We know each other well. I want to know what's going on in your world. That's what that's communicating. What can I do, my soul? What can I do? That's where I'm searching my heart and saying, okay, how can I resolve this? Because if you're having a difficulty with a friend, you are trying to resolve it. Then I say, only time can tell, only time can tell. That's right. As time passes, you'll learn more. I'll learn more. And I'll be able to figure this thing out. Now, that's one example of a simple, I call it a poem. It may not be the best poem. It probably isn't. Probably needs a few more lines. but it gives you a feel for what you want to do when you're writing a poem, because you're trying to express your heart in words that convey that imagery that I'm talking about earlier. Writing a poem or reading a poem, same thing. When you're reading the words, what is the author trying to say? What picture are they trying to create? What image are they trying to give you? That is important. You're reading it. Sometimes the poems have a lot of great rhythm to it. Sometimes the poems have no rhythm at all. Sometimes it looks like they're just a bunch of words. But what you've got to do is say, okay, I need to take each word and see if he's speaking about something in particular. Is this man or woman communicating something? If they are, what? You've got to focus on the words. Just like when you're writing, you've got to use the words. It's going to communicate what is on your heart to the other person. Make it a little more sense? I hope so. And you know what? I have a feeling your teacher has some really great ideas. Talk to you later.